with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, we are going to do another series today. I didn't know we were doing a series, but now we're doing a series. I'm referring to the series as the free agent pass rushers. Today we are going to take a look at Jadeveon Clowney. We did take a look at our old buddy Yannick Ngakoue yesterday, and about what the Giants' interest may have been, and we found out there really wasn't any interest. But today we were going to take a look at Jadeveon Clowney, the next big available pass rusher on the market. And he is actually on the market. He is actually sitting there as a free agent going, why the hell is my phone not ringing? Now, we again wanted to get some information about Mr. Clowney, so we made another phone call around East Rutherford to see if anyone knew if the Giants had any interest in Mr. Clowney either. And honestly, I saw a couple reports in the paper that there was still interest, and the person I spoke to who's has familiarity with the situation said no, the Giants are not interested in spending $12 to $16 million on Jadeveon for a one-year deal, because Jadeveon is still looking for a long-term deal. And that's his thing. But he's coming down to the point now that if training camp starts soon, he's going to have to start thinking of, taking maybe that one-year prove-it deal at like $15.5 million and kind of going from there. But the Giants aren't willing right now with their cap space to turn around and, pay him that money, because Gettleman is still sticking to his in-season move requirements, let's say. Right now, the Giants have $16.6 million in cap space. So where is Clowney going? Like I said, we could use him on the Giants. If Marcus Golden comes back, we're still going to have an issue on the edge, because like I said, Golden plays more of a quasi-edge linebacker position more than anything else. But at this point in time, we kind of do need someone that has some potential or some skill sets to play the edge itself. And I do apologize. I can't believe my phone keeps ringing during the middle of this, but that's just someone send me some information. So at this point in time, like I said, the Giants are not interested and are not going to be interested in Clowney. But where is Clowney going to go? He basically already ruled out the Browns, which has $41 million in cap room. There is talk about him going to the Titans, and the Titans just cleared up some cap space with the Henry deal. So they're over $19 million in cap space, and he would be a good fit in with the Titans. He would really bring something to that defense. He would bring the stopper. He would bring the powerhouse. He would bring that wrecking ball, that guy that can potentially be the disruptor. And honestly, right now, I'm seeing that as his premier destination. The Eagles, I initially thought that he was going to go, towards them, but Everson Griffin is evidently going to sign with the Eagles, and I think Everson is probably a better fit for the Eagles. Now, Everson is 33, but honestly, I think he fits the Eagles system better. I am not happy with the fact that Everson that would be going over to the Eagles, only because of the fact that I think that playing him twice is not what I want to do. But I also think that the Giants played it smart in the draft by taking a look at their line and trying to address their line situation and also match the defensive ends and tackles that are currently in the East, and try to countermatch those players. So I do think that is an interesting way to go. I personally don't know where Clowney's going to go. I would like to see him come here. I know he also ruled out the Jets, who have $24 million. I know that the Lions are still up there with 29, but I don't see him going to the Lions for 29. With the 29 million they have. The Pats have already, they've already kind of ruled that marriage out, and that probably wouldn't have fit cap space wise. He's probably going to want to go to a contender. I don't see him going back to the Texans. But like I said, I do find it interesting, like I said, that the Titans would be, the Titans would be would be to me the fit. And also, Seattle still has 13, almost $14 million in cap space available, so let's not rule out him going back to Seattle. But he's not coming to the Giants. The Giants aren't going to take what they think is going to be a young nucleus and continuity and bring in Clowney, who, yes, would be a major upgrade, but with the injury issues and the longevity in his knees that may be left, I don't see that happening. But like I said, it's it wouldn't fit the Gettleman Judge scheme right now to bring him in, and that's all there is. And bring Clowney in, that's all there is to it. Now, I also wanted to do a quick update on Deandre Baker. Deandre Baker, oh my God, his attorney has come out again, and he's still saying that that they're that they're innocent, and he might as well be. But the problem is, he has just told his attorney has just told so many stories that I can't, if it's almost to the point now that if the truth starts coming out, you're not going to believe it. And then I laugh because, like I said, the Daily News put in a Open Public Record Act request and got the search warrant on the ongoing criminal investigation. And then all of a sudden, no, we were working with the FBI, we were working with local law enforcement, we were working with all of them in reference to, him being sitting there as an extortion scheme. Here's the problem with that. If that was the case, they never would have went to the judge and got a warrant for his arrest. If he was working with local authorities, you're not going to sit there and waste the judge's time and say, hey, no, the FBI would work in conjunction with the local law enforcement and no charges would have been filed against Baker. And then to find out that Baker was actually communicating with these guys the day of the robbery. So, I mean, and then it turns out that Quentin Dunbar's attorney is being investigated by the Bar Association now for potentially, soliciting or potentially paying off a bribe. So, I think Cousin Vinny said it best. There's no way this does not go into trial. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. A lot of it doesn't make sense. And I hope the kid is innocent at the end of the day. But like I said, the text messages were going back between Baker and this guy Johnson, the day this all happened. I mean, so the arrest warrant wasn't signed until the next day. So the police, if they were working with local FBI and law enforcement, they never would have went and got an arrest warrant for Baker and Quentin Dunbar. And like I said, and Baker's attorney has told so many stories. You don't know what is true anymore, and you worry for Baker that is he associating himself with the guys that are helping him get out of trouble or just getting him into more trouble. And the police actually have an affidavit from one of the people that was allegedly robbed that said, he was offered a bribe that day, and then they tried to coerce him, physically into changing his story. I mean, that doesn't seem like something that's you're innocent of this. I mean, so like I said, I hope he's innocent. I don't hope he's innocent for the Giants, because I still say you got to cut him. But I hope he's innocent because you don't want a kid ruin his career for doing something stupid. But honestly, if you take a look at it, it doesn't. The story that comes out now does not match any of the other stories and does not make any sense. But you know what? We're just going to have to wait and see. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. If you want, you can follow us on Twitter, of course, at Online Big Blue 1. And if you want to just drop us a line, say, hey, send us an email. You can also do that at onlinebigbblue@gmail.com. I usually do respond to most of the emails in a timely manner. If you have any topics or anything of interest you want us to cover, please give us a shout. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can, we can do a video for you or a podcast for you. But like I said, it's been fun. Hopefully the season's going to be starting on time. And, or I should say the training camp's going to start on time. Lord knows what's going on with the season. But let's see if we get into the training camp first. And that will be, that'll be the first step to moving towards the NFL season. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that bell, I think you know what that means. That'd be awesome.